Is that thing wet?
I can't feel any wetness. You want to sit with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the...
Hang on, Simon. Here.
Put my cushion down. It was dry when I put it out and they had it on the floor.
Here. Will you give him some hot dogs?
Who?
Simon.
They're moving the camera around. Come here. You leave my camera alone. Get. Steven Spielberg. Selah.
Yep.
You leave my camera alone. You hear me?
It's raining, everybody.
Yeah. And I left my windows down and got wet. Get over here. We've got a whole crew here. What?
Hello, what's you doing?
He wants a hot dog. Here. Here, come here. Come here. Oh, you. Come over here. Come here. Look. Come on. There, throw it in the water. Yeah. Move your butt. If I had that red light on, you wouldn't grab that.
Hang on, Simon.
I gotta go to... I'm gonna go to Crappy Tire tomorrow and get a better one of these. It's just a cheap one. They're the real good ones. Best one I ever had was called the Executioner, and it came with a case for it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boy, did it work.
Look at that. We can get right in the middle of the table.
Yeah. Standing on the food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was on the radio today, VOCM, at 4:30 Newfoundland time, 4 o'clock my time. As soon as the news was over, they had me on, and we were talking about the flying saucer because of all the news that they allow these Navy pilots to...
The congressional hearings down in the state.
Congressional hearings on the UFOs. And all the cover-ups.
Can you hold this?
Yeah. They tried to cover mine up too.
Who did?
The National Research Council. They said what we're looking at was the planet Jupiter.
Oh.
They were just high-paid. Will you stop biting my toes?
Excuse me, guys. Let me move.
It's hard to get around here, isn't it?
There's a lot of raccoons.
Here.
So, I know you were talking to them about it, but a lot of these people, they're not on your Facebook page, so they probably didn't get an opportunity to listen. And you have got like 100,000 new subscribers since I came on board, because you were in the 4s when I came on board. And
611,000 now.
I know. So why don't you tell everybody the story
Of what?
about the UFO,
Oh.
like you did on the news today, on the radio.
Yeah, I was only 25 years old then, just a kid. Come here, mosquito, get over here. And had just dropped my partner off at his house, and then I went to drop off the police car and drive my car home. And it was October 26, 1978, 5 to 2 in the morning, and the phone rang, and rather than let the on-call guy take it, I answered the phone. And they reported a UFO down in the Marine Drive in Clarenville, Newfoundland. And so I went down to see what it was all about here. And it was only like a 3-minute drive, because I could look out the detachment window and see where they were. And so anyway, I took a drive down, and Mr. Lethbridge was there with a pair of binoculars. He said, look through this, he said. So I looked, and there was I didn't know what it was at first, but it was getting closer and closer and closer. And so I said, I'm going to run up and get the ball scope, telescope, and it magnifies 60 times. So I went up and got that and come right back, and you could see it quite plainly. And then it kept coming and coming, and I didn't need the ball scope anymore, because it was right down maybe 30 feet off the water. And it stayed there for about an hour and a half, and it was moving back and forth like it was looking for something, and it was all lit up underneath. I activated the roof lights, which were red and blue at the time, and anyway, they activated red and blue lights back at me. He's going up there, look. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the guy that owned the binoculars asked me what I was doing. I said, I was trying to make some kind of a contact, and he said, well, you make contact, we're going home. There was about a dozen of us there, you know, because they were sitting outside and happened to see it, so here. And that's when they called us. And so anyway, I got a hold of the staff sergeant, and I told him what was going on, and we had to do up a report on secret paper. Top secret is what it said on the side of the paper. And I typed it all up in triplicate, and we had to send it to Ottawa by double registered mail. And he locked it in the safe overnight and had it mailed out first thing in the morning. And anyway, the news people start calling the house, and I said, you know, I couldn't talk about it without, you'll have to call the office, because you don't give any news without your higher up's permission. So anyway, the president of NTV Television, he wanted to do an interview, and anyway, I told him the same thing, but he must have had clout or something, because I got a call from the staff sergeant, and he said, come up to the office, NTV News is going to meet you, and they're going to film you talking about the UFO. And so anyway, we did the filming. Ow! And it's on YouTube. It's on my YouTube. You can go on Google and type in 1978 UFO, and my video will show up if you want to watch it, those who haven't seen it.
To see you in your younger days.
Yeah, I was only 25 and had no gray hair, and I was well built then. And well, anyway, I did the interview, and they said they were going to send it to headquarters and let the higher-ups watch it, and they were going to edit anything that they didn't think should be there. Anyway, Mr. Sterling told me they let the video go as is, and they didn't touch it. So anyway, and then a couple of years ago, the Canadian Mint did a coin. I have the coin in the house. I'll show it to you after. And they did up a coin commemorating 42 years since the UFO sighting, and I was on the news again. Only this time it was television in Newfoundland, and so they minted 10,000 coins, and within 10 days there was none left. But they gave me 5. That was my payment. I got 5 free coins. So I gave them to my family, and I kept one for myself. And so anyway, I still get the odd call here and there. And MUFON, M-U-F-O-N, they investigate UFOs. I did an interview with them a couple of years ago. And they also had a sighting in Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia, and it was...
That was the man that was here last year.
Yeah, he was here last summer, and I was going to go, but we got hit by the hurricane, and I couldn't leave. So he called me again this time, but I'm just going to be getting out of hospital, and I won't be going anywhere. And I told him that. So I said it was a bad time to have it. He wanted me to speak, you know, at the hearing, at the meeting. So anyway, it was, I got teased a lot by my fellow members. And the guys that were in the inquiry the last couple of days, they weren't allowed to say anything what they saw because they would have lost their jobs. And a lot of people said I got fired over it. I didn't. I was in the force quite a long time after that. And I wasn't penalized at all. I just get up and I told the truth, and that was it. And I don't know what it was, you know. But anyway, if you want to see the video, go on 1978 UFO sighting, and it'll come up with mine. So, I don't know what these fellows are. They're all grabbing at me here. But the Shag Harbor incident that happened in Nova Scotia, it crashed into the water of Shag Harbor, and it never came back out. And the guy that reported it, he was here last summer, and I gave him one of my books. And there's in my book, if anybody bought my book, there's a write-up on the UFO sighting. And some people look at you as if you're nutty as a fruitcake, but it's seeing is believing. You know, like we had a couple of sightings just before mine, and when we got down there, the vehicle was gone, but mine stayed around this time. Look at them all.
I counted 32.
32 raccoons.
32 raccoons tonight.
Yeah. And the funny part is, I was up here 3 o'clock this morning, and I come out and I gave them sunflower seeds. I gave them 2 bucket loads. As soon as I open the door there, they start grabbing at me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. We're wearing matching jackets, by the
I
way.
know that your nephew Michael made us.
Yeah. He put Boston Bruins on here, and my friend Ron is on my right sleeve. And I got pictures of raccoons and that in the back, and it's got Raccoon Whisperer on up here.
We had dinner this evening with Dawn and Laura.
Yeah, went to the...
It was a good dinner.
Yeah, we couldn't get into the Thistle, it was packed, so we went to a place called The Spot. Yeah.
Raining marshmallows, guys.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Look at this one. Your fur's all wet, buddy.
I know. He says, well, it's raining, mister. It's raining.
Yeah. See, they're hanging around these fellas, just mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They're going after these fellas.
You
Aren't
ready?
they? Yes, they are. What do you got on your back? You got something on your back? He's letting you touch you. Look at this fella, look.
I know, he's just watching or he's asleep one. I can't tell.
Yeah. Oh, he got a marshmallow stuck in his fur.
I know, I see that.
Huh? How many hot dogs you get tonight?
I bought 10, but and I cut those, and then I cut 2 more pounds that were in the fridge.
It was 12.
So we still have some left for later on, in case when Furby and them come by.
Yeah.
So I don't see Furby
What's
out
he
on
doing?
the
Just sitting
yard.
there watching them,
He's
isn't he?
just watching.
Huh?
He's full. He's just watching.
I know they moved the camera. Get my... Grab that.
Yeah.
See if I can get over and get the camera. I'm going to get me one of those next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy me one of those mosquito catchers.
Well, they got them on sale at Home Hardware, and I was planning on going and getting one tomorrow afternoon.
You just leave it out in the lawn, and they take off down there after. Yeah.
This one's called a Dynatrap.
Yeah. How much are they? They're like $300 or $400, aren't they?
This one was 200 and something.
Yeah. And you got to buy a tank for it.
And this one doesn't have the tank. This has got something else.
Oh.
It's got a lot of stars on it. You can look it up later.
Yeah. As I know the.
It's not the carbon dioxide one.
Oh, that's the one you want.
They're not getting good ratings.
Well, we had 4 of them down at the campground. Why, gee, there was no...
4 of them?
Yeah. Well, there's a big campground.
There you go. There's some more dry food, guys. I know y'all love it. There we go.
Buddy's standing in the middle of the food. Look at that. Get down on the bench. Here.
Now.
Get down on the bench.
Everybody's going to start going to sleep here in a minute or go home. Except for Trixie, of course. Look at her just sitting there on her bum eating. She just plops down like a panda.
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Trixie.
Yeah.
She just,
Oh, this one does it too, look.
yep. And that one right there by the water.
Yeah.
That one right there, he's scratching his leg.
What are you looking at? Huh?
I'm just watching everybody. Say I'm just watching. Yes, you are.
He says, if I get down there, I'll be watching.
See, somebody's says it's my turn. I'm on top of the world. Yeah, you're on top of the world. Yes, you are. Hey, Krabby, what you doing, girl? I got you some dry food over here, baby. Yes, I do. I got you some dry food.
What are you doing up there? Get down off there. Get down. Get down. Go on. Get down off the picnic
Hey,
table.
girl. All gone.
You get down off there. Come on. Get down. There. Don't be walking in the food. That's ignorant. Now you're sitting in the water.
He says, well, you told me to get off the food. I'm getting it off my hands. Look at it. Oh, this one's going to join him. Look at this.
The two of them are going to get in.
Oh, my God. There's another one wanting to get in there with it.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Get out of the water.
Nobody's over there in the other one. Look at him.
There's two in there, I think, isn't there?
Look at him.
There's two behind that
Mm-hmm.
door, yeah. Get off there. Get off there.
Did you see that one run?
Yeah. Here. Come here.
Look at them playing. Look at them.
You're knocking everything down. And they're over at Donnie's, sitting on top of the chicken coop.
They're not getting in.
No. But they're into everything. They're on my hose out there swinging off it.
Well, I wanted to see what it felt like to be a monkey. They were only babies. We can't help it. We're curious. It's a whole new world for us. Yes, it is.
They
It's
don't
a
know what,
whole new world.
they don't know what to make of us.
They know that we feed them
Yeah.
and we're safe.
Yes.
Say we're safe. Yes, we are.
Yes, I'm petting them. Do you mind?
My goodness. It's just a baby.
He's still little, this one, isn't he? The rest of them are all getting right big. He's still.
Regina?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing back there?
He's chewing on my pant leg.
I got one on my pant leg too. Back here behind me. Somebody's coming down. There's the fiddler.
Up one side and down the other.
The fiddler on the roof.
Yeah.
You remember when we were little, we climbed trees?
Yeah, I don't now. Tree don't hold me.
I would hope that you don't climb trees.
I know I don't. I used to be up trees all the time.
Last time I climbed a tree, I guess it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the reason I was in it was I was trying to get a cat down that didn't want to come down.
There's three behind that. Look, four going in behind the gate. They're wrestling in there. They must be all siblings.
Well, everybody's about like a big family out here now.
Yeah. They're all
All
yours.
of them.
Well,
Everybody's buddies. Hey, stop it.
That's
We know who that is.
grumpy, crabby.
Be nice.
She doesn't
She's
know how.
fussing at Bubba. That's Bubba over there.
She don't know how
Was
to be
she
nice.
chewing her own child out? Or was she getting a hold of somebody for being mean to him?
She'll grab anybody goes near her.
Look.
Ow.
Again.
What you doing over there?
Don't you get up there.
What you doing, Lacey?
Hi, baby. What you doing? Hello.
See, I got the wires all wrapped up there now. Don't you fight up on there, you'll fall off.
They're fighting. Look at them.
They're wrestling. You'll fall off.
Hey. Hey, Trixie. Are you chewing on my coat? Give me my coat. What you doing? I want to pick you up so bad.
Oh,
Lacey, down here.
yeah.
My little shoe partner. You okay?
Yep. Listen, yo.
Hey, you.
Get over here. What are you doing up there? Are you wrestling? Were ya? Were you wrestling? You better not be wrestling. No. You better not be wrestling.
What are y'all doing?
No. It's still raining.
Hi, baby. What you doing?
You can't go up there. We took the
Hello.
feeders down. Now don't you go wrestling on the rails. Hey. Hey.
They're gonna play. Kids will be kids. It's all fun and games until one of them hits the ground.
One wants to go to sleep, huh? The wrestling match is on if I can get over there. You gotta watch where you're stepping. And what are you gonna be? Spectator. Are you?
Of course. He's a little bottom heavy. He can't get up. What are y'all doing over here?
You ain't gonna climb that because you're gonna slide right off it. Leave that poor fellow sleeping. Let him sleep.
No. There's no rest.
You're bad. Yes, you are. You're a bad raccoon. Yes, you
that
are.
one looking at you.
Uh-huh. You're a bad raccoon. I got one chewing on my foot. What?
That's Lacey.
Get off my foot. Look at them all around the water.
I know.
What?
Look at all of them. Yeah, 2, 4,
How many
6,
we have? 32?
32.
32.
Yeah, 32 tonight.
Yeah.
Lord gosh. Just think what it's going to be like in November.
Oh, they're going to be big.
Yeah, they're going to be big.
Yeah.
The word's getting out, though.
Yeah.
You're liable to have 50 here. If I come out one night while you're recovering and I don't make it back in, you'll know.
You could eat.
They drug me off to the woods. They said, you've got to come back to our house and take care of us.
Yeah.
The lady with the hot dogs. Let's just take her home. Look at that one over there in the corner.
Yeah. I got a video of him. Well, I'm going to take him in to show him Connor and that. And get the other camera, take some stills. And there's Charlotte. Little girl. The little girl. Charlotte. What you doing? What you doing? What is it? And we know who's over here. Connor cat. What? What is it, Connor cat? What? What? Mer? What's that mean? Didn't do your bib yet, did we? No, I didn't. I'll get at it. I'll get at it. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras and we'll say goodnight.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye. Happy Friday tomorrow. Is tomorrow Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.